Hey, what's up? It's Alex. You might be wondering, why do people speak English with an accent? Well, listen to these sentences side by side and you might be able to figure it out. Here's French. J'étais en retard ce matin parce qu'il y avait un accident sur le pont. I was running late this morning because there was an accident on the bridge. And here's Italian. Ero in ritardo questa mattina perché c'era un incidente sul ponte. I was running late this morning because there was an accident on the bridge. A lot of the time, an accent comes from putting the rhythm of another language over the rhythm of American English. And so if you want to work on improving your American English accent, here's a couple of factors you can consider. First is knowing the correct pronunciations of the words. It's not bridge, it's bridge. Bridge. So here's how you can practice a tricky sound. First, learn how to make the sound by itself. Ra, ra. This is the R sound in American English. Then think about how you can put it in different sound environments. For example, let's put it before all the different vowels. Ra, re, re, ri, and so on. Then try putting it after different vowels. R, ear, air, or, and so on. Then try putting it after different consonants. Brr, grr, der, sir. This is my favorite way to learn the new sounds in a new language, because a sound doesn't exist by itself. A sound is always in combination with other sounds. Next, it's important to know how to string words together into chunks. Again, with this example word, bridge, we usually say on the bridge, or across the bridge, or under the bridge. So you can practice those phrases until they're easy to say in rapid speech. And this is where vocabulary, pronunciation, and grammar all come together. Because when you practice these common phrases, for example, common prepositions and nouns, then you're practicing the most common ones, and you're not practicing the ones that nobody says at all. For example, we almost never say in the bridge or among the bridge. These prepositional phrases barely exist in English. So when you practice the most common word combinations or collocations with your new words that have your new sounds, then you're really practicing the whole language all at once, and you're improving your grammar and making it more likely that you'll choose the correct preposition. Finally, sentence rhythm is also really important. And in this topic, there's a ton of rules and exceptions in American English. So this is why I feel it's better to get a feeling for sentence rhythm rather than memorize a lot of rules. However, it's still great to have rules to use as a base for your study. So here's an easy one. In general, the important content words, for example, the nouns or adjectives, get stressed in the sentence, and the other grammar or function words get reduced. So let's go back to a bridge example. Let's take that first part. I was running late this morning. The word this is really just a function word here. This morning. I was running late this morning because of an accident on the bridge. Again, because of an and on the get de-stressed because the important parts are accident and bridge in that half of the sentence. Another one is that when we say longer sentences with multiple parts, we usually wait until the end to drop the tone of our voices. For example, when I got to the office this morning, I was over an hour late because of the accident on the bridge. Here at the end of the sentence, my tone of voice finally goes down, but at the beginning, when I said, I was over an hour late, or when I got to the office this morning, all of those parts of the sentence still stay up. Once you notice these stress patterns, you're going to find it a lot easier to repeat them in your own English, because you'll have a framework to start from, instead of just trying to remember how every sentence sounds. Now, the best way to practice with this is to have a great example recording, so try to find a good quality recording of someone whose voice you want to imitate. Then, try to start from the end and work your way back to the beginning. For example, with that bridge sentence, you can just start with imitating how they say, on the bridge. Remember, it's the end of a sentence, so they'll drop their tone of voice. On the bridge. On the bridge. Then you add a few more words. An accident on the bridge. An accident on the bridge. Because of an accident on the bridge. Because there was an accident on the bridge. Something like that. So you'll just repeat the sentence over and over, piece by piece, trying to imitate how the voice in the recording says the sentence. And it's okay for this to take a long time. When I do this, when I study new languages, I usually spend at least 20 minutes on a single sentence. But don't worry, because just a few sessions of this practice actually go a really long way toward making your accent what you want it to be. And based on my experience as a student and a teacher, I know that anyone can improve their accents, no matter when they started or how long they've been learning. So that's why each week I release American English accent training videos on my channel where you can follow along with these rules as I break them down with lots of examples. And if you want to start from the beginning and start from the individual sounds and how they connect, then you can check out my American English accent training class. I try to make things that work when people want to learn with a teacher, that's me, or just by themselves. So let me know in the comments what kind of content you'd like to see me create in the future on this channel. I'll see you there.